Well, good morning. This is Pastor Marvin Osborne with First Baptist Church of Birmingham, Ohio. Over the past few weeks, we've been talking about the end times, and we've talked about the various views of the rapture of the church, the 9 signs of the coming rapture. There's much debate. I get a lot of comments about various views, whether someone believes that we're going to, like me, believe that we're going to be raptured before the tribulation period. Some believe that they're going to be raptured midway through the tribulation period. And others believe that you're going to be raptured after the tribulation period. And those views are valid, and I certainly understand those views, but in truth, I believe what the Bible tells us is a pre-wrath rapture of the church. But various good people, godly people, believe differently, and that's fine as well. The fact is, we all need to make sure we're saved, we're born again, so whenever God decides to rapture us out of this world, that we're going to be ready and not left behind. Now, there's no doubt that we've talked about the man of sin, the Antichrist who will come and set up his kingdom here on earth. We said that he will be part of the unholy trinity there of Satan, the false prophet, and of course the Antichrist himself. We said that he'll cause all men, women, and children to receive a mark, and you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have that mark. We're looking at Revelation chapter 13. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Herein is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Revelation chapter 13. So we see here that his name, 666. I'm sure we're all familiar with that, and there's been various concerns and people configuring different types of scenarios of how these numbers can match up to this guy or that guy or whatever else, and we simply don't know, I think, on this side of the rapture, this side of the tribulation, who this person will be. I think it will be readily known among believers, those who get saved during the tribulation periods, who this guy is. And so I don't think there's going to be any doubt. But there's much concern about what this mark is. People were concerned with the Social Security when that came about, whether that was going to be the mark. And some people were concerned during COVID that the shot was going to be the mark. And somehow, if we took the shot, now we have the mark, and it's nonsense. It's nonsense. Let me say this very clearly. It is going to those who receive the mark, is going to be a willful thing. You're not going to go into the hospital for an operation and wake up and you have the mark. It's not going to happen. It's going to be a willful compliance or willful acceptance of this Antichrist. It's going to be an overt, not a recommendation, but acceptance of that the beast's kingdom and their lifestyle being conforming to their monetary system. And many people will compromise and they'll say, you know what, I can worship God in my heart and still take the mark. No, you won't. Because you won't be able to, in order to receive the mark, you're at that point, you're agreeing to worship this beast, this man of sin. You will worship him rather than all the other religions that are out there. So you're turning your back on Buddha, you're turning your back on Krishna, you're turning your back on all the others, and which is no big deal for us because we know those are idols, they're false deities. But for you and I, or for those who get saved during the tribulation period, we can at no point turn our back on Jesus Christ in order to receive the mark. And therein is going to be that dividing line. He says he's going to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, bond and free, to receive the mark. And there's going to be no buying or no selling unless you receive the mark. So it's going to be that dividing line. Are you going to receive Christ and keep him, or are you going to deny Christ and receive the mark? And so you're not going to wake up one morning and have the mark. It's not going to happen. You're going to give allegiance to that kingdom, that false kingdom, that false dictator, that man of sin, that the Antichrist. And so you and I do not have to worry about that unless you're truly not saved, because if you're truly not saved, you're going to want to give in to that. But for those who are born again, we are not. We're going to stand true. We're not going to bow our knee to any man, any system, any government. We bow our knee to Jesus Christ and to him only. And if it costs us our life, so be it. As Paul said, for me to die, for me to live is Christ, to die is gain. And, for us to die, we only receive our reward that much sooner. We'll pick back up on the mark tomorrow. And so I hope you're receiving something worthwhile out of these videos. I hope it's encouraging to you. And Lord willing, we'll talk again tomorrow. God bless you. This is Pastor Marvin Osborne saying God loves you, and I love you as well. And I'll talk to you soon.